Hi everybody and welcome to the latest DG video. You know, one of the great things that Rotary does is within the youth forum, and part of that is to look at a thing called RYDA. But in order for us to understand it a little bit more, I've invited somebody that really does know all about RYDA. So Anton, come and join me. Congratulations.
Thanks for coming down.
No, it's great to be here at the Sandown racetrack. It's got some great things here for the youngsters who are just learning how to drive. So, firstly, what does RYDA stand for?
Yeah, so originally it was a Rotary program. So it started 2001. It was originally Rotary Youth Driving Awareness, started up in Sydney and New South Wales, became a very big program, and a lot of Rotarians wanted to be involved. So my organisation, Road Safety Education, was born. So we're a non-for-profit charity, with Rotary being our major community partner for it. So we've been doing road safety education for a long time now, and we've just ticked over our 900,000th student. So it's great to see the program still going after all this time. An original Rotary project sort of then taken to be a world-class program, and all around Australia now, and also in New Zealand as well. So from a really humble beginnings to now a really important professional program in the road safety landscape around Australia.
It sure is. Now, we're here currently with the Nunawading Rotary Club.
Yes.
But there are a number of Rotary clubs who are actually involved in RYDA, isn't there?
Yeah, especially in your district, I have to say. It's been crucial to get growth through in getting schools on board, and having Rotary clubs participate from your district. So your district is one of the leading districts around Victoria to participate in the RYDA program. So we're very thankful for all those clubs who donate their time and energy into helping us get young people into the program.
And of course, we have a number of the schools that come down. Anton, can you let us know, for a school who's just starting off the RYDA program, how do they get involved? And more importantly, how do our clubs who perhaps are not part of this program, how do they get involved in it?
Very, very, very easy. They can contact myself, and we can provide some links to contact details, or Bob, who's my RYDA coordinator, who helps coordinate clubs within this district. We're more than happy to come to any of the clubs and do a bit of a presentation on what RYDA is, some of the background information, some of the evaluation we do, which is really comprehensive. And if they've got a couple of local schools they'd like to get involved, we can start that conversation of local venues, how to best get them engaged, and we can certainly help them along the way managing that process.
So what's the benefit for the students that come down to this program? What do they actually learn? And how long does it take for this program to be completed?
Yeah, so the RYDA program itself consists of a workshop, which you can see we've got Cranbourne Secondary College here running today. So they get a full day workshop. So it starts at about 9:30 and finishes about 2:20. So in that time they do 6 sessions, 6 30-minute sessions. So what they're designed to be short, sharp, but in each session taking away some really key strategies to give young people the best opportunity to make really good decisions when they're on the road as a driver or a passenger. So looking at things like driving around vulnerable road users. There's a speed and stopping session here we're going to have a look at in a second, talking about the importance of buying safe cars, especially for P-platers, and
vulnerable
road users. Yes, yep. Safe following distance, about speed and stopping. We look at mind state, what the importance of mind state and good mind state while you're driving, and how to manage that on the roads. We look at key risk factors for young drivers so they're aware of all those risks, but also giving them tools so they can manage those risks on the road as well. It's a really comprehensive program. It's definitely the most comprehensive program on the market. And as well as the program, all the teachers in the school get access to our online education portal, which gives them resources they can use back in the classroom. So it's sort of looking at that whole school education and whole school approach so that road safety becomes part of their curriculum, which is really important.
It sounds great, and it sounds like a program that our Rotary clubs could really utilise for these schools within their area. Now, these are all secondary schools.
Correct, yeah.
And the age group you normally have?
Yeah, so it's generally year 10s to 12. So year 10s will generally run towards the end of the year because we want them to be that sort of 16-year-old age group, just because it's in their wheelhouse. It's right at that current time of their life. Year 11s is that real sweet spot where most of them will have their learners. And then we also run in Year 12. So we've got a couple of Year 12 cohorts that come earlier in the year. So sort of that senior sort of level is where we're kind of looking at,
Yeah, because when we look at it, a lot of the kids who are just starting out on the roads, particularly when they get their licence at 18, they're sort of 6 foot tall and bulletproof, aren't they? And so
for sure,
to have that awareness, have that education of what is likely to happen on the roads, surely must give them a head start to the people that don't have that training.
Absolutely. And I think all the long-term evaluation we've done on our program, so we do a 3-phase evaluation every couple of years, but we're actually rolling that in to be a standard part of our program. So we give them a questionnaire before the program, after the program, and 3 months after. And what we found is the retention of information 3 months after is fantastic. So they're actually, what they're learning here, they're taking with them and they're trying it on the road and they're keeping it for their driving journey. So we're finding really good impacts with it. So they leave with skills that I wish I had as an 18-year-old. And I do, when I talk to students during the lunch breaks and stuff, I let them know about they're lucky to have something like this. Just purely for the fact that it gives them a different perspective on being on the road and being a good road citizen, whereas, you know, we never had that opportunity. We never had those people telling us these sort of things.
Yeah, no, it sounds good.
And given that they do 120 hours, we don't focus too much on the physical driving itself. We want to give them as much exposure to all the other elements that don't get covered as part of that 120 hours. So when they jump behind a wheel of a car, they understand their mind state, they understand the conditions, and they can be a good road citizen and make the right choices when the time comes.
Well, as you can hear today, Anton's got a lot of great ideas about these type of courses, which can actually save lives. If you're interested as one of the clubs looking at this now, and you would think, I'd love to be actually part of this with my own club, you can contact Anton, or you can contact any of the Rotary clubs involved, particularly Nunawading, who are actually doing this particular set, and they'd be more than happy to help you out. I think this is something that we can actually hang our hat on as a great Rotary project. Anton, thanks so much for your efforts.
Thank you so much, Peter.
We really appreciate it.
Thank you.
Bye for now.